All right, y'all. We back with another episode of Sippin' and Spilling. And this is your girl, ChawChaw.
And this is your girl Breezy, man. How you doing this week?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good. So,
Man, oh no, I ain't know you
no,
talking. Talking. Go ahead, go ahead.
go ahead. Go ahead. I don't mean to cut you off. Go ahead.
Man, the back of my knees hurt, man.
Oh, wow.
Well, not like the back of my actual knee, like the back of the leg part where your knee, the front is your knee, then the back is.
And then the back. Did you
Yeah,
hit it?
man. Nah, I ain't hit it. I don't know what's going on. I know like a week ago, man, I was catching Charlie horses and one of them, and I was like, oh man, it was painful. And
Girl,
now
you're not even 30 yet, though.
I don't. Maybe I need to just stretch more. I don't know, cause now the other leg is hurting. I feel like, man, one wrong move and I'm gonna catch that Charlie horse in the other one. I don't know what's
Mm.
going on. I don't know if I'm just sitting down too much and just in one stagnant position too long or what, but. Oh man, it's been
You
bad.
better work it out. Do
Now
some
I'm gonna have to do
stretches.
some. Just oh man, I wonder if it's like my hamstrings. I don't know, man. It's just it's bothering me.
Well, I hope it feels better for you. Or get what is I know like they be having the things that you can like put on your elbow, your arms. They have something where it's for your knee. I guess it's for your knee, but it cover the whole that whole part.
Like a knee brace.
It's I don't know how to explain it. I wouldn't say it's a brace because you can put your clothes over it, but it's something like you can put around it and it's supposed to like help.
No, what is the objective? What does it do?
I guess we would have to see, but I know it's
Okay.
like certain because I've had to use it before, but I can't think of the name of it off of the top of my head right now.
Well, but why did you use it?
Because I had sprained my ankle or something when
Oh,
I
well,
had
I
it,
mean, ain't nothing sprung. It's. I think it's like a muscle thing,
like a muscle spasm or something.
probably.
That's probably what it is.
Uh,
Okay, yeah, that's probably what it is.
what about you? You got anything going on?
Oh no, y'all, just trying to get used to being a brace face. You know,
Looking like a
that
teenager.
just trying to get used to doing that, and no, nothing like nothing exciting going on right now. But
Mm.
yeah, just life, work, the normal, regular, degular.
Right now, I'm having a fight with my phone, and I think my phone is winning.
I think you've been having a fight with this phone for a while now.
Yeah, no, I just gotta go buy a new one. It's time, man. I
But
think
you know it does that. When it wants you to get another one, it start
yeah,
doing that. It's normally when the new one is about to come out though.
yeah, but
FYI.
it's winning. I got a 12, so I'm like phones behind.
Oh girl, you behind.
So yeah, I'm like. I got the thing is I got like $27 left on this phone. So it's like I couldn't just enjoy having a paid off phone.
Nah, it
So
don't never work like that. They always want you
yeah.
to get another one.
So I'll probably in the next couple of weeks I'm just gonna I got to because at this point everything I do ain't got no storage. Everything. I'm like, oh my gosh, like I just gotta get a new phone. So you won Apple. Congratulations.
All right, y'all. So I guess enough about you know.
Yeah.
Let's go ahead and get into the wine for this week. So it's the Wandery Mango Passion Spritz. It's a product of Wandery Wine, a Texas-based company owned by husband and wife team Whitney and Chaz Gates. They founded the company to create a more approachable and versatile wine experience, blending cocktail elements with premium wine. Their wines, including the Mango Passion Spritz, are infused with organic fruit extracts and boost it's a 13.9% alcohol volume. Makes a mouth-watering mimosa, perfect pair with orange juice. The succulent scent of tropical fruit abounds from this Exceptional crisp, semi sparkling wine infused with organic mango, pineapple, orange, and passion fruit extracts. This juicy, semi sweet spin of a spritz is crafted with a kick and elevated wine experience. And the price for this wine is $11.99, and we purchased this from Total Wine. So we're gonna go ahead and pour our glass.
You read that good, girl. Look at you. Look
Period.
at you. That bottom brace got you talking right.
Oh, not too much, not too much, not too much on me, okay?
I ain't gonna lie. I was hearing how it sound very sweet. So for them to
This
say
ain't much, and then
semi-sweet,
it's organic. But
oh,
the fruits that's in it and stuff, and also the wine is I wouldn't say pretty, but it's like um it's unique. Like it even like has a picture of uh it says enjoy with spirits, juice, bubbly beverages and food. Like the bottle is very
detailed.
cute but detailed. Yes, the
Yeah,
bottle is very
yeah.
detailed. Yeah.
It smell good. It got a nice smell. I wouldn't mind a candle that smell like that. Maybe. I don't know.
And then it's also a picture of the husband and wife and their son on the bottle as well.
Really? Oh,
Oh,
I
on
ain't get
mine
that.
it did.
Yeah,
On
yeah.
mine it came with like a little paper thing on
Yeah,
top with the family on it.
yeah, I didn't get that.
Oh, that smells so fruity.
I know. I'm about to taste it.
It smells so fruity, y'all. The bottle is very detailed. On my bottle, I had got a picture of the family and stuff on mine, and it smells good. So let's go ahead and taste. Oh, air toast, air toast.
Mm. I like it. I think it's not as what's that
It's
acidity?
not sweet and it's not acidy. It's fruity.
Yeah.
It's very fruity and it tastes really good. What would you give
So
it a one
maybe
out of 10?
I like it. I think it throws me off not having that bubbly
Because it
acidity.
says bubbly, but it's not.
Yeah. So like I like it. I would just throw some champagne in it just to
To
give
mix
that
with it to
just to
get the
give that little
bubbly.
spice, that little yeah, yeah.
I like it. I
I
think
like it.
it's yeah, I like it. And it's 13.9%.
Or maybe some Sprite in here. I just want that, that little
You
bubbly.
want the bubbly taste. So
Yeah,
you
yeah,
like the bubbly taste.
yeah.
Okay.
That's like when a wine go flat, I can't drink it without that little bubbly thing. It's
Well,
just
see, that's more like champagne vibes,
yeah.
most with the bubbly, yeah. So you like champagne vibes.
I like that. I like champagne vibes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the bubbly is champagne vibes. So yeah. Maybe we should look into that. Maybe
What?
black owned champagne. Uh People that's
Yeah.
black owned that do champagne. Okay.
And if y'all know, let us know. Drop it in the comments.
Yeah, let us know if
You
y'all know
know,
anybody. If
if
you
it's you.
yeah,
We not looking for a free bottle, so just
let us know.
tell us what it is, and we could put it on our next podcast episode. So
So I'm doing the spill, the quote, which one, how you wanna do this?
yeah, I got it. Uh, okay. So we about to get to the spill. You drew me when you said that. You just drew me. Okay, so spill of the week, y'all. So the cast members of Girlfriends were seen together on social media. The background looked like they were at a show setup. So will we be getting closer to Girlfriends? What you think about that?
Oh, okay. So they
Yeah,
were seen together on
yeah.
social media.
Like at a cast setup. All
I
of them.
loved Girlfriends, and I can watch that show back to back to back. I've
Yeah,
actually watched the show like more than probably 5 times.
that's
So
ridiculous.
yeah, but you're like that about Grey's Anatomy, right?
Okay, girl, that's a
Yeah,
different. That's different.
yeah. But I can relate to them. So if they come back again, I can actually, I think it would be good.
Oh, so I listened to the Breakfast Club. The lady who did Girlfriends is also the lady who just did that teenager show on Netflix that was popping.
Forever.
Forever, yeah. She the one.
Oh,
Yeah, yeah,
okay.
yeah, yeah. She did girlfriends. So I was she did before Forever interview. She did a interview in general, or maybe it's the same one. I don't know. But she did say that like she didn't hit it off, but she said like a closure to girlfriends probably is something in the future. So
Oh,
maybe,
girl, I'm
yeah.
gonna be tuned in. Okay.
So yeah,
Okay.
because
That'll be
I
a
don't
good
like how
comeback.
girlfriends ended. It was. I just didn't
And
like how
then
it
Joan
ended.
and it was Joan and what was her name?
Uh,
Because it's Joan, Maya, Lynn, and who was the other one who she was best friends with? Um,
yeah, Joan, Maya, Lynn, and oh shit,
I can never think of her name. The one that
Tony.
Tony.
Yeah,
Yeah, her and Tony. Yeah, yeah.
yeah. So, and then Tony just disappeared that last season. I mean, she just wasn't there at all because
Well, see, I don't know. Maybe something really happened with
well,
them,
they
or maybe
said that
something
she went.
personally.
Oh, well, I know in the storyline, it's she went work things out with her husband.
Oh, okay, okay. So she had personal stuff going
No,
on.
no, like in the storyline of the show. You remember she went with I think with Todd, right? And they moved
Oh,
her.
so then they just cut her out automatic.
Yeah,
Like she was like in there, and then all of a sudden she was like gone.
I'm going work. Yeah, I'm going to work my
Yeah.
family out, and that's how that went.
Okay, that'd be a good storyline to bring her back.
Yeah,
So
and yeah, they had all four of them, so that's why I'm like,
okay,
huh? That would be a good, you know.
it would. Okay, I like that.
Mm. Okay, y'all. So, quote of a week. No sibling is perfect. We argue, we fight, we even stop talking to each other at times. But in the end, we are family, and our love for each other will always be there. Uh, you can start it off.
Hmm. All right, I can start it off.
Yeah.
So, today's topic is going to be how to make up with your sibling after broken trust or crossed boundaries. So, we're gonna dig a little deeper, y'all, into the stuff that we normally talk about. This is probably a little bit more on the personal side about us. So, we are sipping and spilling. We talk about real relationships in real life. Today's episode is one that hits home for a lot of us. How do you make up with your sibling after trust has been broken or boundaries have been crossed? Sibling relationships can be some of the strongest bonds in our lives, but also some of the most complicated. We grow up together, we know each other's weak spots, and sometimes that means we hurt each other in ways that feel hard to forgive. If you've ever felt betrayed by your brother or sister or felt like they just don't respect your boundaries and you're wondering, can we fix this? Then this episode is for you.
So,
So, oh,
yeah.
go ahead.
Example. We're gonna lead off with example. Let's start with a story. Maybe you can relate to something like this. Your sister shared something deeply personal. You told her in confidence, and it spread through the family. You felt exposed, embarrassed, and you lost trust in her. Or maybe your brother showed up at your house unannounced, crossed the line, and ignored the clear boundaries you set. These things happen more often than we talk about, and they can leave you wondering if you could ever trust your sibling again. So, why trust get broken? First, let's talk about why these things happen. Siblings' relationships are loaded with history and sometimes unspoken rules. Maybe you grew up with rivalry. Maybe you learned to set boundaries because in families we often think, well, their family, they should just know. But truth is told, uh, no one can read your mind, even your sister or brother. When we don't talk about boundaries, they can easily get crossed. And when people are close, the hurt can feel even deeper. So, what you think about that?
Okay.
We could dive in a little with that before we touch topic.
Okay. Um, I do agree with no one can read your mind. And that's on both ends. Also when you don't talk about it, that creates like a uncomfortable environment. it leaves confusion, and then it makes like the situation even worse.
Hmm.
Um, and the hurt is different. Like being a hurt from a friend or a relationship is different from a sibling. Cause like I grew up with this person, we was raised together, so it's a different type of hurt. So I can agree. I can agree with all of it.
Yeah.
Um,
How how I feel about it, I think what really touched the most is unspoken rules. Um I think just when you so close to someone, whether it's a friend or a family member, I think it's just an automatically thing of someone supposed to know that's not okay, or more so of we this close, it doesn't matter how what I do to them, it's not gonna affect our relationship. But in reality, like that's not true, like uh talking and putting out rules that even though you might say, hey, bam bam bam, and y'all look at each other like, bitch, why is you telling me that? I knew already. Sometimes you still got to get that out there for when it comes to situation that maybe you really didn't know because you never spoke about it.
yeah.
So all right, y'all. So we're reaching this. This became a topic because me and Shaw have had a disagreement, and
I mean, we've had many
well,
disagreements,
we
but
had many disagreements. And I think I ain't gonna say this was the worst one because one time I beat that hoe up. So we ain't gonna say it's the worst one. We just gonna say uh
I wouldn't say it's the worst. But I feel like because
it
of where
was
we are,
unexpected. Yeah.
it was unexpected, and because of where we are and how much we've grown as sisters and the stuff that we have been through with each other, um, it could have been handled a different way.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
yeah, so
You
we're
want to
gonna
get into
yeah, we're gonna
what
get into
happened?
it.
Okay, I'll
Yeah.
let you go ahead because go ahead.
Okay, so steps to rebuild. So how do you start to repair things? So step one, reflect. Before you even talk to your sibling, get clear about what hurt
What
you.
hurts you?
Was it a one-time mistake, a pattern? What are you hoping for by talking to them? So I could go into my reflection first.
Okay.
Uh, I think when the situation happened at hand, my problem wasn't with you, so I didn't feel at the time it was anything for us to talk about. But then once I got home and to my knowledge, I thought we was going to record, but we didn't. It made me feel like, oh, okay, do we have a problem that, we didn't talk about or I didn't know? And
Mm-hmm.
uh uh I didn't think too deep about it because I knew what she was doing that day. So I'm like, maybe she, got caught up in stuff. So, I didn't take to heat to it until the following day when I reached out to you, and it was a nonchalant response that took me left, and it was just like, I know that's how you get when you're in midst of a, I don't know, conflict or something. I know that's how you get, but truthfully, I felt like from my last argument, and I mean it was a while ago, but I think to me from my last argument, I just didn't expect for us to argue again. I know that might sound silly, but truthfully, I didn't, especially with us doing the podcast,
And I
argument.
wouldn't
Yeah.
necessarily say not to cut you out. We didn't argue.
No, we didn't. But it's just more so for my last argument. I thought like things was just cleared and understood that I like to communicate a certain way, and I know you communicate a certain way, but I just thought that it, that wouldn't happen again. That if something did come up, that hey, we need to talk about it.
It would
That
be handled a different way.
yeah, and without you shutting down.
Okay. Well, I guess that's one of my flaws. I'll just say that I'm not making an excuse, but that's one of my flaws. Um, when stuff does happen, or I don't know how to address, or I don't know what to say. I just like with certain things, like I'll shut down before I open up and talk about it. Like I shut down, I have to reflect. Like I'm more in my feelings than just handling the situation on hand. And with you, like now as you get older and you're growing, you just want to handle it right then and there. Like, hey, this happened. Okay, let's talk about it. Let's fix the situation. And I can't say I handled the situation immaturely. I can honestly say that. And I think for me, like I guess because when you left, like we didn't really say much. It was just kind of like a, oh, okay, let me know when you make it home. Like it wasn't like we normally do. Was we normally hug, like, oh, I love you. It the way from what happened and the way you left and how you normally leave, like that kind of bothered me. Still not making an excuse. But like I said, that's one of my flaws. When conflict or something happens, like I push away, like I shut down. I shut myself off, which that's something that's hard for me. That's something that I struggle with.
Mhm.
And like I said, not making an excuse, but that's just, I'm not gonna say that's just how I am. That's just normally how I get when certain things happen. I shut down. And I guess I didn't know how you felt after everything happened and the way you left. Like I was like, okay, well, damn. Like we didn't say nothing, we didn't talk about it. Like it was just kind of like, oh, okay, I'm about to get on the road, and
Mhm.
that was it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I can say, like on my part, I can say I handled the situation immaturely, and it maybe we should have talked before you left a little bit, maybe.
Hmm.
Um, and then I probably should have reached out once you got home, even if it wasn't that day, the next day. So I can say I'm at fault for like not being mature about the situation.
Okay. So, I guess we kind of already got into step two, but for the people who want to work at things out, whether it's your sibling or whoever it is. So, step two is communicate. This is tough, but honestly, it's the best chance. Use I statements like, I felt hurt when you told everyone my news without asking. Uh, Try to stay calm and avoid attacking language.
Okay.
So,
So
you
if you
go.
know our mother and how we was raised and how we grew up, like I think we go in defense mode. I'm gonna say that.
Hmm.
And I feel like you felt the same way. I felt the same way. The situation kind of like, it was a lot. And for us, I understand how you felt at the time. Um, and like I said, maybe like you said, we have kind of dug into this step, but maybe like before you left, we should have had a conversation before you left, kind of like to break the ice before you went home, before you got home.
Hmm.
Um, but I'm a stubborn person, and that's one of my other flaws. I am a very stubborn person, and I know I'm not right, but in my mind, at the time when it happens, but I feel like we should have talked about it before you went home. Honestly, even if we didn't dig deep into it, I feel like we should have had a conversation before you left
Yeah.
to kind of
Uh,
like clear the air of what had happened.
yeah, I get it. Uh, let me see. I feel like even despite that, I mean the situation wasn't at hand wasn't the issue. Like
Right.
that's
Because it
not.
was like unexpected, honestly.
Yeah, yeah. The issue because like once that happened, I was done with it. That's why I kind of feel like that's why we didn't talk that night, and that's why we didn't talk in the morning because it's like the problem wasn't you, it was
Right.
just
The situation.
yeah. It's like
Yeah.
you know how I get, and I feel like that was the best thing for me to do because then my hands get to moving, and it's like I don't want to put you in that trick bag.
Yeah.
So the best thing for me was to remove myself.
Right.
So, like I'm growing, I
Oh,
know.
you are. Because that situation probably would have went a whole nother
Yeah,
way.
yeah, and it's like, I think I'm at a state in my life that like I can't just fully say I know who I am because of so much growth that is going on with me right now. And I know from just being the older sibling and you watching me grow, you probably are shocked to my responses and actions too. And
Yeah.
like like I think I'm just at the state where I don't want to argue anymore. Like it's like, hey, this what it is. If you don't respect that, I'm gonna move around. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's how that situation went. I think with the problem that lies with you is that, like I said, I reached out to you, you was nonchalant. I'm like, all
Hmm.
right. Like I I'm learning to be patient. So I told myself, all right, man, I'm just gonna let her just still absorb her emotions and everything, and
Hmm.
uh maybe we'll talk later on throughout the week, right?
Hmm. Yeah.
Later on, after the week came and Saturday came, and it's like, on Saturdays, that's when all right, what wine are we getting? What topics are we doing? Like Saturday is I make sure everything is right for recording day. And it's just
Yeah.
like the fact that you still haven't hit me up, it's like, so you have a problem with me. Like, and I'm not understanding your problem. And I was just letting time be, just to see how
Yeah.
you was gonna go about things. But then like at a point it's like, okay, I can't only consider how you feel. I can't like I know how you is. I know you shut down. I know you avoid, like, but that have nothing to do with me. Like I can't only respect you and you not respect me because I'm a person who like to talk, and I I I maybe my way of communicating may be overwhelming to a lot of people, but I can't change. That's just how I am. Like I need to go over the steps. I need to talk about each step. I want to know how you felt in that step, how I felt in that step, how could that step went different. Like I break things down. Like a conversation with me isn't just I'm sorry.
Yeah.
That's not me. I need to talk about it and I need to go in detail. So, if this problem at hand, come again, you know, I could take a step back, you could take a step back or whatever it is, but I just feel like we have two different communication styles and just for like myself growth, I can't disable myself to come to your level of communication. Like, I just can't. Like, it's gonna eat me up. Meanwhile, you're satisfied.
Yeah. No, I understand. I agree. Um, yeah, I agree. We had that conversation.
Yeah, yeah. So, step three.
Well,
It-
let me read
oh,
one.
my bad, my bad. Go
You done
ahead.
read two, goddamn. Step three: acknowledge feelings on both sides. Let your sibling explain what was going on for them, and be ready to really listen. You might hear something you didn't know, like they thought they were helping, or they didn't realize how serious it was.
I was waiting
Are
on
you
your response.
surprised?
I'm waiting on your response. I mean, I got something to
um,
say, but it's both of us.
I think it's I think we're kind of I think we're kind of acknowledging the steps like through the conversation.
Yeah.
Um, and like you said, you feel one way, I feel one way. You handle things a different way than I do.
Mm,
Um, and I think like you said, like us as being sisters and also being business partners, we should be able to agree to disagree, have uncomfortable conversations, and let it be.
mm-hmm.
Because we're not going to agree on everything. How you feel about something, I may not agree. How I feel about something, you may not agree. Um, so just letting each other know how we feel and acknowledging the feels like, hey, I understand, but I'm gonna agree to disagree on this or
Yeah.
something like that. Do you think that we did that from the
Mm,
situation that happened?
um, no.
Or you
Um,
don't think we did that?
no, not at all. Because reality is, you know, when I called you that Saturday, we didn't get no. To me, we got nowhere. Like, at least in the way that I anticipate a conversation, I felt
Mm-hmm.
like we still got nowhere. Like, absolutely nowhere. Like, you just
Okay.
was like, I'm sorry. Like I could have did better. And it's like, I don't know. That's just not enough for me. I need the conversation. I need to walk in details. Like I said, like, so when I feel like I called you, it still wasn't giving what I needed. And, I ended it, saying, hey, look, we got a podcast together. If you don't know how to talk to me now, you ain't gonna know how to talk to me then. And, like, you still didn't give me a response. It was like, I didn't think we got anywhere.
I'm
And,
talking about even the last day.
yeah, yeah, that's what I'm saying. So then still no, because, I reached out to you again. And it's like, okay, you responded one time, but, uh, you know what I'm saying? Like it, but it's not like that was the end of the conversation. Like I know we talked the following day, and you was like, I could have said something. And it's just like, I think that's just like as far as what it is, acknowledge my feelings. This is what I feel like. You a grown woman. I'm a grown woman. I shouldn't have to chase you for a conversation. And I feel like I did a whole lot of chasing, and it was for my sister. It's like, come on, I shouldn't have to chase my sister. You know what I'm saying? So, like, feeling wise, just it made me feel.
Oh, what did you text me? Like you was what was it that you said?
I said you
A
disappointed me. I
nine
am.
factor bitch or
I
something?
said wait. I said what?
A 9 factor bitch. What did you
Oh,
text
oh,
me?
oh! I text y'all. I text her. I said you making me feel like a random bitch that you don't owe an exclamation two or an exclamation four. Like y'all, I was so mad. Like when I'm mad, I get real professional with it. Like,
Oh, professional.
like, like I articulate them words so you understand very clearly how I feel. Like, and yeah, like I just didn't like that. It's just like I don't know. I just felt like, dang, girl, like I thought we was better than this. I thought the podcast would have made us better than this. Like, uh,
So
I
how do
just,
you feel as of today? Not to cut you off.
I get you. I I still feel away because to you, you might think we had a conversation, but this topic was to make us talk because I feel like I didn't get the conversation I needed.
Okay, so what is the conversation that you need?
I I need you to know that I felt betrayed. Like how long you carried out the not talking, I felt very betrayed. So, yeah,
So you felt betrayed by
your action.
went without talking and not acknowledging what happened.
Yeah, because it's like, girl, come on now. When we don't talk, like you can't like when we don't talk. Like, get real with yourself. We talk way more
You
than
real
this.
with myself?
Nah.
Okay, well, we're talking now. So is this something that you want to say or
Yeah, I just feel like I feel like you disrespected me by not talking to me. Like, that's what I felt. Now, rather that's the right thing, who knows? I'm just saying how I took it. I just took it as disrespect. I thought we was better than this. I thought our relationship was closer. That I just and just on how even things affected on the podcast, like the world probably don't know, but now that we're talking about it, they know. But we
right?
knew behind scenes, we knew behind scenes, like for something that didn't even the problem wasn't between us. You made it between us by not talking to me, and then you took it out on the podcast, and like it just I just felt betrayed. I expected
Okay.
more from you.
Well, I can publicly apologize. I sincerely apologize for my actions. If you will accept my apology,
I think
because at the end of the day, I'm still your fucking sister,
that don't
and
mean nothing.
you have to deal with me regardless. And I have your favorite nephew, so
Well, you can't say favorite. I do got two nephews now, so
he's your favorite
I
nephew.
can't say
That's
favorite.
it.
We don't do
Favorite nephew.
favoritism, y'all. I got like seven of them, the
We
children.
don't do favoritism, but that's the nephew she close to. So, yeah.
So,
But yeah.
and then,
So do you accept my apology?
uh, I'm
All
trying
right, you
to.
didn't play hard all fucking week. You
I'm
said
not
the other day, and I apologize. I haven't forgiven you yet.
because because
Ain't no cuss.
it is a cuss. It's a cuss. I just, I think I could forgive you once I let go of the disappointment. So
Well, let the disappointment go.
I'm thinking on it.
At the
Like,
end of the day, we still sisters. If something happened to mama, we all we got.
and that's what you should have told yourself when you decided not to talk to me for so long. And
Bitch.
then, like, that's
Now we
another thing.
acknowledge it. Now come on now.
I
We're
know,
not
but that's
gonna do
another
that.
thing. Don't nobody got your son like I do. So the fact to not talk to me is crazy. And the fact that you saw that I still was giving my nephew
I think
constructive.
you do that regardless, whether we get into it or not. So I know that's gonna happen regardless.
Right.
Him and me are two different people.
That's not the point. The point is you don't switch up on a person who got your son no matter what. That's my point.
Oh, so fuck me, long as you got him.
Sometimes, yeah. But yeah, and then well, I guess I could say that on the next one. Okay, go
Okay.
for it.
All right. So step 4. Reset boundaries. Talk about what you need moving forward. Specific. Please ask me before sharing my personal information. For example, you.
Me?
Yeah, you.
What?
Please
Okay.
ask me
Okay,
before sharing.
okay, I look, girl, I'm gonna tell you something after we end this conversation because look, I'm gonna tell you just afterwards. All I'm gonna just say is AI is so nosy, it's crazy.
Mhm.
Uh, but and then that's another thing, because you're still not really saying how like I guess your intake of everything
I
because
did tell you my intake.
well when I talk to
I'm
you,
gonna say this. So, just like with friends, you tell certain friends certain things because you know who you can trust. You know who gonna go back and tell everybody. And I just feel like us being sisters and the relationship that we've not built,
mm,
built. Um, even with my significant other, certain things I would never tell them because that's like crossing the line. Even if it was out of anger, like that's crossing the line. If anything, I'll go to mama before I go to a friend or the person that I'm with
yeah.
to say certain personal things. So
Well,
that's my thing on it. Like even though you was upset, certain things shouldn't be told to certain people just out of respect.
Yeah. Um. So then, yeah, and then that's the thing. I feel like when we had that conversation, and I said that I said what I said. I think what I don't respect is that you was holding on to that conversation, and then you turned what wasn't a problem into another matter. Like basically, the situation that happened wasn't even something that was that deep.
It wasn't, but I still felt the way because I told you I felt the way about the other situation.
Yeah, I know, but that's what I'm saying. You took something
I
that
think
I
I
didn't even.
escalated from
Yeah,
one
yeah.
situation to the next, and it kind of like drug into, and it yeah.
And here I'm thinking like, okay, you mad about
Because
you
I
know,
wasn't even mad about the second situation. I was still fucked up about the first one.
and that's what I'm saying. Like, but you didn't even have a conversation with me. So here I am confused. Like, are you really dragging this out
But I
behind
did
this
have the conversation.
situation?
I was like, "Damn, that's what we doing now."
Well, when I
And you
told,
was like, "Oh, it's not that deep."
I
For
mean, to
me, to
me,
you, it was
yeah,
deep.
I, I didn't think it was that deep because the person that I told,
It was deep to me because I feel like certain things that we share with each other, it
yeah, I
shouldn't be
mean,
shared with nobody, not even our mother, nobody.
no, I understand that point. I, I was I wasn't thinking like that in the term of when I was having that conversation. I was talking to the person I lay with every day, and it was just, man, I've like, dang, you know what I'm saying? I thought we was closer to that. It wasn't to dispose or talk or, just spill anything of you. It was me expressing how I felt, and it had included you. So I get how it was a boundary for you, but for me, I just was talking to my companion about how I felt. It
Right.
it,
And
it
we
didn't
pillow
have,
talk with
yeah,
our significant other, but certain things that me and you share with each other, I wouldn't share with my significant other or a friend or anybody because if I shared it with you and I say, hey, like I ain't feel comfortable talking about it in general,
yeah,
but I opened up to you, I don't want anybody else knowing that. Like I share certain things with certain people because I trust that person.
yeah,
And I wouldn't share certain things. Yeah, of course you pillow talk with your significant other about your friends, your family, but certain things is just off limit. Like certain things is off limit. Like even though this is my partner, but that's certain shit that you should know about other people.
yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
I get it. I get it. I didn't know you were still holding on to that. I thought, I heard how you felt. I told you how the situation went. That I didn't know you were still holding on to it. But I do apologize because I really wasn't doing it in a spiteful way, in a meaningful way. I was just talking to the person I lay with. But I do
And I'm gonna just
apologize.
acknowledge that I'm not saying that how I handled the other situation made it better. I'm not gonna make an excuse. That didn't give me a reason to handle the other situation like that.
Yeah,
So both situations could have been talked about. They both should have just been talked about before you left. So we could have like moved on,
yeah,
basically. So instead of like you said, dragging stuff out, just handle the situation on hand and we can agree to disagree and move on.
right.
Basically. Yeah. Yeah.
So, one of my boundaries I do want to set is when it comes to if we, whenever we have another dispute, like I'm not chasing you for a conversation. Like I'm just not. So you take what you want with that information, but
Well, I learned my lesson. So we gonna handle that shit on hand. If we fuss or whatever, okay. Bitch, we fuss the next day. Bitch, we talked about it. So
okay. What about you?
okay.
Any boundaries?
I just feel certain topics certain conversations we have, that's just us.
Okay, I can respect it.
And yeah. But other than that, like how I handled the other situation. Both situations, we should have just talked about it. Even though I felt the way, I should have like before you left, like, hey, I know we talked about it yesterday, but like I just want to throw it out on the table that it really made me feel away, and we could have just handled everything in person instead of letting it linger on for a whole week
Hmm.
like we did. So yeah,
All right, I guess I could forgive you now and then.
yeah, she ain't got no choice.
All right, y'all.
I guess I could forgive you this one time.
Okay. All right, y'all. So the last step is step 5. Rebuild slowly. Trust takes time. You don't have to be best friends overnight. Maybe you start by spending time together in low pressure ways. A phone call, grabbing lunch, something small. Oh yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, girl, cause I stopped
I
sharing my
think,
location. And I
yeah, and
took
that's
my
real
raids
funny.
off.
Yeah, I took mine off first though, and before you got
Exactly.
in my phone.
Oh, I deleted your number, boo. It didn't even matter. You was a number.
Oh, you breathe.
You're a whole number.
Still?
I I added it back. But you just
Oh, okay. That's real
I ain't
petty.
gonna lie, when you had called me Monday, I'm like, girl, I don't answer unknown numbers. I ain't know that was you.
Unknown. Yeah, okay. Y'all see how she petty
Ah,
though?
I
So
ain't know that was
to
you.
delete my number though, that's crazy. I changed your name and took the reds and stuff, but you deleted me and took your look. That's crazy.
If you
If you
want
want, you keep it that way. You got it.
what they say, when they go low, you go to hell. I went to hell.
Yeah, y'all see how she do? That's crazy.
All
That
right.
is crazy.
So this was our story. Now I know some people's siblings, y'all probably deeper. It's probably more hurtful, more portrayed, or however the situation goes. So we're gonna tell you about when to walk away. Um, so it's and I quote, I want to be honest. Sometimes the healthiest thing you can do is take a break. If your sibling continues to cross the same boundary, or if the relationship feel abusive, it's okay to love them from a distance. You can wish them well and still protect your peace. You got anything on that? Did it do that again? Hello?
Yeah. Hold on. I'm bad. I had to step away for a second.
All right.
um. So, well, we don't have no thinking walking away. It's no walking away. Um. Now you could take a day or two a break, but ain't no walking away.
And I
Because
feel
for one,
mentally that's what I need to do, boo. That's what I'm gonna do.
nah, because ain't no abuse. It ain't no abuse in it.
You are verbally abusive. All you do is curse me out. It's ridiculous.
But you do the same thing to me. That's the thing.
I curse with respect.
Wow. So the way you do it is more respectful. Okay. That's crazy to me. I think you can take a break. Um, but I don't think because we really hadn't got into it in a very long time.
Yep.
So yeah, I think it's really just like setting the boundaries, really, and just talking about it when it comes to that.
Okay, y'all. So, tips for keeping bond strong. Once you start rebuilding, keep working at it. Sibling relationships is still need nurturing, even in adulthood. So, one, check in regularly. Two, apologize quickly when you mess up. You heard that? Apologize quickly. Celebrate each other wins. Don't assume your sibling knows you care. Say it and show it. Those small gestures go a long way. Reflect on what happened.
All right. So, do you have anything else to say before we wrap it up?
Mm, no, I think I said got it. I got it off my chest.
Okay. Say what's your chest in. So we're gonna go ahead and wrap up. Communicate with honesty, set healthy boundaries, rebuild slowly, and protect yourself if things don't change. Sibling relationships can survive a lot, but they thrive best with respect and understanding. So, if this episode helped you, or if you have a story about making up with a sibling, we'd love to hear it. Reach out to us at sipping with which is SIPPIN spilling 24 at gmail.com, and maybe we can feature your story in a future episode.
Yep. So I hope y'all really enjoyed this. I hope this helped y'all with any dispute you might be going through. Make sure y'all like, make sure y'all subscribe, make sure y'all share. We're on YouTube, Instagram, Apple Podcasts, Spotify. We're all under Sippin' and Spilling. So please make sure y'all just drop some comments and keep our show alive. This is Breezy. You can catch me on Instagram, TikTok at Truly Breezy. Go ahead, Shasha.
All right, you can catch me at Shasha_May, and I'm on all platforms as well. And until next time,
Make up with your fucking sibling. That's all y'all got. Y'all all each other got. You know.
at the end of the day.
Peace.